Hello again, folks. It's Dr. Mike, and I'm back here again talking about cracking the code to building a medical exercise training practice. Now, this is one that really I think is important from sessions to systems. How to build a practice, not just train clients. Now, we have one of our MESs. I've known this young man for maybe 4 or 5 years, and he has 18 clients. So we were talking the other day about his client load and how his business is going, and he's just as happy as he can be. He's got 18 clients. I said, well, how long have you had these 18 clients? Well, 2 years. I said, you haven't added any clients? None have dropped off? No, the same 18 clients. Now, that kind of is a little perplexing to me. You've got 18 clients and none of them have changed. They all have the same time slots and everything. And from his standpoint, that was great. And I realized he had secured these clients. They were in the schedule. He was catering to them, which is great. And that was it. Well, wait a minute. I started asking questions, and the overwhelming response was, I've never done any more. Once I got these clients, I stopped doing everything. So, folks, this idea of moving from just simply training sessions to systems that can now allow you to work with more clients or hire more staff members or expand is vitally important. Now, I know some of you will say, well, Dr. Mike, I'm cool right here. I'm comfortable. Everything is good. But, folks, you always have to move forward. So, if you don't mind, think about what distinguishes a technician from a professional. A technician just simply solves a problem right now. A professional gives a solution, and with that solution can be used for a number of different situations. So when you're that medical exercise professional that just has a set client base, you provided answers to their problems, but you can provide solutions to so many more people that have the same conditions. So you've got to be able to expand. Number two, what daily tasks should you systematize and get off your plate and systematize so you have more time to expand your practice? Number three, medical exercise professionals that are successful rely on other things besides just clients. They rely on systems. The systems are what make it work. Systems for scheduling, for billing, for communicating with the doctors or developing referral relationships, for marketing. Once you just have that set practice, you're good, but you never expand. You never get any better. Number four, what makes a referral pipeline work? A referral pipeline works only because you put systems in place that now client inquires, maybe goes to your website, sends you an email. You could send out an automatic or automated system of emails. Client signs up for a new session, or a new client, I should say, signs up. You can actually send them all the paperwork that's necessary rather than having to rummage through your email or your paper forms and send them something. So this idea of systems becomes vitally important. Move from just simply training sessions to systems, or as we see now or hear now in the business world, scaling. And lastly, what systems are needed in a medical exercise training practice? We've identified 10 systems. Those 10 systems include, I won't give you all 10, they include an assessment system. So that when a client comes in the door with a certain condition, you know how to assess or what to assess. A scheduling and onboarding system, new client schedules. How do you schedule them for subsequent sessions and bill for those sessions? But also with that scheduling, can you set up an automatic system, or do you have to handle it all the time? Do you have a cancellation policy in place? Also, documentation and communication. This is one system that is vitally needed. You've got to document what you do with that client that's been referred by a doctor, therapist, or chiropractor, or you even have any idea of maybe getting insurance reimbursement. And you have to have a system for communication. So we have systems for marketing. We have systems for staffing and bringing new staff members on. So we cover all of these in the Cracking the Code webinar series that meets on Fridays. But one of the key things we have to look at is not just simply filling out your schedule with training sessions, but the ability to expand your business. So if a client does drop off, or maybe moves to Chicago, or moves to Washington, or moves to LA, or something else happens, you have the ability to use the systems to scale the business or grow the business, so it's not all about you. Oh, and the other thing, every once in a while you want to take a vacation, you need to have systems for that. So if you don't mind, please remember we're offering a free webinar series, our Cracking the Code webinar series, which helps you, the medical exercise professionals, build your practice. We're going to give you tips. It's a free webinar. It meets every Friday at noon Eastern time. If you go over to crackingthecode.net, you can get registered. It's 100% free. Stop in. We do record all the sessions. And please, if you would, we're adding something new. We're adding a new course at the Medical Exercise Training Institute, Essentials of Medical Exercise Business. Now, we put this together because we realize for a lot of you, you're stuck in the idea of sessions instead of systems. We want you to actually do better. We actually want you to see you build a practice that now you can take a vacation, you can have other staff members working for you, and with that practice, you now have a marketing system as well as relationships with medical professionals. So we're going to talk about that on Friday, announce the course on Friday. It's a one-day course, and I think it may be something that will make a huge difference. Whether you're one of our MESs or you're certified through someone else, it's a course you need to take, and it's based on what we've seen over 31 years working with medical exercise professionals, as well as what we saw in our private physical therapy practices that might be helpful in you communicating with the medical community, dealing with insurance carriers, setting up systems, and hiring staff members. So we look forward to seeing you on Friday. Don't forget, go over to crackingthecode.net and get registered for our webinar series, and our recordings are there also. All the best. Take care.